my life is not going well because things are not going the way I've planned them. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Betty Odumosu. If you're new here, you're welcome. If you're not so new, you're also welcome. So on this channel, I talk about my life, my experiences, and just basically things that I find interesting and valuable. Now, in the last couple of months, I have been pretty inconsistent. Where is this inconsistency stemming from? To be honest, it stems from a place of not knowing what to do. Exactly, you heard me right. Not knowing what to put out. I have been struggling for the most now. What exactly I want to put out? I'm discouraged by the number of views that, I would get. And sometimes it's just, what exactly do I even want to put out? Do they find this interesting? Do I have enough knowledge about this? Am I sure I want to talk about this? It's just a lot. And the fact that life hasn't really been going the way I thought it would go for me. Now, just so you know, it's been 5 months since I left uni as a graduate. I graduated from the Department of English, and so I have a BA in English. My ideal thought of life after school was I'll finish school, I'll go for service, I'll work for a few years, and then if Mr. Right comes along, I get married, start my family life, build a successful career while still making impact in the way that I can. Surprise, surprise! I graduate from uni and every other person gets called to go for service. Guess who didn't get called? I didn't. And that makes plan number 1 of going for service out of the way, right? I'd always thought that I would start my career immediately in a media house and from there build on, grow in ranks and just build a successful media career. But it's not going the way I've imagined it to be. And to be honest, what this has taught me is you can plan, but if God doesn't approve of that plan, there's nothing you can do about it. You'll just be trying and trying, because if it's based off the plan that I had everything sorted, and I took it to God in prayer that, God, this is what I have in mind. Please just let me know if you're in tune with it. But God has obviously made it clear that this is not His plan for me with the way my life has turned out in the last 5 months. And trust me when I say it's been a ride. It's really been a ride. Having to navigate my life after school as a remote worker, doing what I didn't even imagine that I'll be doing, because what I do right now is not something that I even thought. It wasn't part of the plan at all. And many other occurrences and many other things that have happened along the line were not things I fathomed at all, but they're happening. Now, here are some lessons that I feel like these 5 months have taught me, and I feel like sharing with you. Number 1, faith. Journey of faith. This life. You just need faith to move in this life, because like I said, your plans would fail and God would be leading you in a direction that you never even thought you would be going, but you have to go because you are trusting. Faith is you trusting even when you do not know the outcome. Sometimes it is you trusting, believing for an outcome. Whichever way it comes, faith is you just trusting. Trust is, the key word when it comes to faith. So trust is very, very important. No matter what you're going through, once you lose faith, you lose everything. You lose everything. Another thing is the fact that when things do not go your way, it opens your eyes to new possibilities and things that you didn't even imagine that you were going to be able to do. Now, in my 5 months of being at home, working from home, and just navigating my life one day at a time, I have come to appreciate and love fitness so much. I don't think I've ever been this serious. I've never been as much serious as I am now about fitness in a very long time. Now I'm very conscious about my health, my physical activity. I am just so conscious about everything because I'm now at that point in life where I see the importance. I'm like, you need to take this very seriously. Now I exercise more. I am more active than I would be when I am not, living a remote life or a sedentary life. I am very much active. And it gives me so much joy because I feel like, yes, this is a new face, this is a new me, and I didn't even think existed before. So those are one of the things that plans not going your way will do to you, to open your eyes to new possibilities. My mind has been, opened to so many new possibilities. I'm thinking, oh, what can I do? And thanks to the kind of people I have around me, I have a supportive family, I have supportive friends that, are constantly pushing me, especially on days when I do not feel like it. Like, there's so many days I just feel like, am I just wasting in this house? Because I'm doing home manager, I'm cleaning, I'm cooking, I'm taking care of the family while still doing what I do. But, sometimes I just get so overwhelmed with the activities. Is this thing recording? Okay, it is. That I sometimes lose sight of, what it is that I'm doing. But these people around me constantly remind me and give me the push to understand that, you will see, this is temporal. You would not always live like this. Your life is not always going to be like this. I know how it can feel seeing people go ahead of you and you're feeling like, God, is this what my life is going to be like? Why is my own case different? Look at other people. Why is my own case different? Sometimes I tend to want to get into that mode, but the people around me and the Spirit of God just brings me out that, look, you cannot think like that. You do not have the right to think like that, because the thoughts and the plans that I have towards you are thoughts of good and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Your expected end is not going to be the same as that of others. Your expected end is not going to come in the same way as others. My sister says that everybody, we are all going for success, but the route or process to that success is what will be different, right? At the end of the day, who even set this rules? Everybody's order is different, but the aim is still the same: to live an impactful, successful life, right? So this whole month of being at home has just opened my eyes to so many things, to so many possibilities. And I know that there's someone out there watching me and is feeling like, oh, my life is not going well because things are not going the way I've planned them. Or my life is not going well because it's not going the way the life of others is going. My brother, my sister, look, your life is going well. It is going just the way God wants it to be. As long as you have that knowledge and you have that understanding of the fact that what you're going through or the kind of life you're living now, it's just a process. It's just a part of the grand scheme of things. It's not always going to be like this. You just make sure to maximize this period. Make sure to get the best of it through the things that you do. Make sure that daily you are making a conscious effort, a conscious step to that vision or that dream that you have for yourself. As long as you have the backing of God and God is with you, trust me, your life is going to turn out even better than you imagined, right? Because if you think about it, we as humans, we are limited. We are very limited compared to what God has in plan for us. We are very limited. But until you get to that point where you trust and you just leave it all to God, that God, I'm trusting you, you will not really enjoy in fullness, in totality, that which God has planned and put in store for you. So I hope you've been able to get something valuable from all of my long talks, because at the end of the day, that is what I am deciding to focus on right now. I'm not going to overthink what I put out, because I feel like that has been holding me back for too long and is making me lose sight of what exactly and why exactly I decided to start this channel in the first place. So this video is already getting longer than I planned and imagined. I hope you found something valuable to take away from this video. If you did, let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate that. Till I see you again in my next video, stay hopeful, stay happy, and I'll catch you later. Mwah.